Hello, I'm Amy, and this is my 30 and 31 week pregnancy diary update. It's been, again, I'm behind. My excuse is though it has been Christmas. So I've had the week before Christmas and the week after Christmas at this point in my pregnancy, which means it has been quite busy, but very fun and very lovely. Obviously, no booze for me and limited on what I can eat. If you hear squealing in the background, it will be my family. It's we've just had a load of friends just leave after having people round. We've been having a lot of people round, as you tend to do at Christmas time. So it's been a little bit full on. But I've finished reading Your No Guilt Pregnancy Plan by Rebecca Schiller. I found this really useful book, really good at getting your thoughts in order, thinking through your options, what your rights are, getting your head straight for kind of pregnancy and birth and beyond. Really enjoyed that book. And then I have started reading the Hypnobirthing book by Catherine Gray. And again, really liking this. And I started it last night, and I've been turning down pages where I'd like to show sections to my husband, because it's got some really nice visualization techniques for your partner to read to you, to help with your breathing and visualization during labour. So I thought if he had a little practice, hopefully there might be some that he feels comfortable with doing with me when I'm in labour. Hopefully it will sink in, because I play this when we're asleep at night. I play the hypnobirthing track, so it shouldn't feel too unfamiliar. And then as I'm about to turn 32 weeks, I stocked up on some raspberry leaf organic tea, drinking 1 cup of this a day from 32 weeks, then going up to 2 cups a day from 34 weeks, and then 3 cups a day from 36 weeks. So I'll be doing that. Don't know if anybody else is doing the raspberry leaf tea. The other tip I've got that I've been given that can't do until you reach 36 weeks is having 6 dates a day. It's supposed to help soften the cervix and bring on natural labour. So I don't know if anyone's ever had a go at doing that. Let me know. And then the other thing I did as well, thinking about labour coming in the not too distant future, about 8 weeks away. Give or take, who knows. It's really funny actually, because 2 women who are in the Facebook group where we have a similar due date, closed Facebook group, have had their babies, one on Christmas Eve and one on Boxing Day. And obviously they're early babies, but that's so funny to think that, from now on people are going to be having their lovely babies. It's really exciting. So thinking about being induced and all those sorts of things, I have booked myself a reflexology appointment with a really well recommended pregnancy reflexologist for 1 day after my due date. So I'm hoping that will help. I've booked it so far in advance because she gets very, very booked up. So I thought I'd take the initiative and book the appointment. So I've done that. And I've been having, obviously with all Christmas food and stuff like that, there's an awful lot that I haven't been able to eat, but I have to be sensible with my eating, having like smaller, more regular meals, trying to get me through these like really busy days, trying to stay really well hydrated with lots of water. Have been sick a few times, so I do have the kind of pregnancy sickness, but I'm hopefully now know what most of the triggers are for that, apart, so it's not as bad, hopefully, as it could be. The first day of being 30 weeks was so lovely, because I went to a spa. So my mum and husband had given me a spa voucher for my birthday, which is all the way back in June, which I hadn't used because I found out I was pregnant in June. So I put myself in for a facial that's safe to use in pregnancy on the day that my husband was driving to pick up my mum for Christmas, and he was taking our daughter with him for the first time. And I thought I might be kind of anxious with them gone, so I thought I'll book in myself for this spa treatment. It'll be really lovely and relaxing, and I'll spend my day that way, and it was so blissful. Had lovely treatment, lovely lunch, and then I've got a really comfortable relaxation room, which I think I snoozed in. Came back with lots of kind of spa goodies, and it was just really nice. And I think that's what also made me think, taking that time to kind of rest and look after yourself is so important. Particularly in the run up to Christmas, because the week that followed that was Ava's last week at school, which means lots of school activities going on. I went with my mum to do a thing called Meet the Midwives, which is where the 6 community midwives in my area have a drop-in, which was really nice because as well as my own midwife, there are 3 other midwives there on the team. There's still 2 more that I have to meet, but got to chat to each of them. They all seemed so lovely and very relaxed and very approachable, and it made me feel much more comfortable with the fact that if my midwife wasn't available when I went into labour, everyone on her team seems to have such a good standard of care and a really positive attitude towards the women that they're caring for. And some of the mums brought in their babies as well, which was really sweet to see the relationship that they had with the midwives who delivered their babies. I thought that was really special. And I had my baby shower as well, and I had it on the winter solstice, and I'll post a picture because it was lovely. I made these halos that we all wore with ivy that I picked from my garden and then wound into little crowns, and then I just bought some baby's breath and made everybody these little crowns that we wore for the baby shower. I got some really beautiful presents, and we just ate nice food and chilled, and it was really lovely to be with my friends, and I really appreciated them making the time so near to Christmas as well to come and have that time together. And then had my GP checkup, which was all really good. Listened to the baby's heartbeat, took my blood pressure, all good. Urine sample, all good. It was really good just to check in. I've got one more appointment where I need to go back into the doctor. I've been seeing the same GP all along, and I think that makes it, the continuity of care with the midwives and with the GP just makes it a much better experience, because you don't feel like you have to account for yourself every time you go in. They kind of know you, which makes the appointments a lot more relaxed. I think it makes them shorter, and you kind of get to the nitty-gritty of what you're there for, in a sense, but also have time to ask questions. I don't have to have so much anxiety about feeling judged or being pushed into the kind of wrong situation. The movements, can you see my belly actually? The movements, rubbish at this. The movements in my, it's not coming, but I can feel that the baby now, it's going right up to this kind of bit of my ribs, and the movements are much jabbier. I know when I went for my scan and when I saw the doctor, they both said that the baby's head down with her feet kind of here. It's not super uncomfortable. When she presses into the cervix, that's a little bit uncomfortable, and I'm glad I'm keeping out of my pelvic floor, because I'm sure I'd have had a few incidents by now when I've coughed or sneezed if I hadn't. I have been surprised at how tired I've been over Christmas, particularly with the days after Christmas when you're not really doing very much, but having Taki home for the week to play with Ava and her toys has just been lovely to see, and to know that she's really happy and she's well cared for, and I can just kind of watch them. And it's strange for me because I haven't been joining in perhaps as much as I normally would do, but it takes quite a lot of energy just kind of being at the moment, if that makes sense. And it's been lovely to have my mum here, because it means I don't have to think about food so much, and I can rest when I need to, and I've got another person who's sympathetic and there for me, and I'll really miss her tomorrow when she goes home, but she'll be coming back in a few weeks because we'll be getting ready for the baby coming. And I definitely had a bit of a nesting period on Boxing Day, where I just wanted to get all the newborn clothes washed and folded and in the drawers, and go through all the baby bedding for the cot bed, for the crib, and for the pram, and get that sorted, and we ordered like we don't have a tumble dryer at the moment, so I like ordered the tumble dryer. We were moving kind of like furniture around to make space for things. Definitely got kind of like quite organised, which I think is like a nesting thing after Christmas, going, right, I've got space now to get this done. And it was nice to have my mum and Taki with me at home to kind of do that, because these things always take so long. You think, oh yeah, I'll just do this and that, and then you look at the time, it's like 9 o'clock at night, and you think, oh god, how have I been doing that all this time? It doesn't mean, with it being Christmas and everyone being at home and being very busy, that I haven't done as much yoga and breath work and things like that as I normally would do. I've done some, but not as much. I'll see how the next week goes with Ava being off school, but it being just the two of us at home, how well I can integrate that into my day. I have felt pelvic pain a little bit, like on Christmas Eve when we were shopping in the morning. Me and Taki on High Street Kensington, I felt the pelvic pain, and I think it's just a warning that I need to rest very quickly, and then it seems to go away. So maybe for me, it's more like a signalling thing, rather than I know some women have excruciating ongoing pelvic pain, but mine does seem to sort of at the moment go away with doing some resting and some gentle exercise and long baths and things like that. Like, I really enjoy that time in the bath. I light all the candles and I listen to the archers, and it's a really nice rest period. What else have we been doing? I think the only thing, an actual shopping thing, that I wanted to get, this came up at my baby shower actually. I was talking with my friends and my mum, is I had, I was given actually like someone's second-hand baby bouncer with Ava, and I don't have a baby bouncer now. And my mum was saying, you know, they are really useful for just putting them in and keeping them amused when they're sort of little. So I've asked her to look out for one for me. I'll keep an eye out for one for myself. I've been starting to kind of really work through the list of what I need to get together for my hospital bag for me and the baby and Taki. I think the baby's one is completely sorted now. I've been through all the baby clothes and put like lots of little free samples that you get into it for various products. For me, I think the main things that I need are some like post-baby leggings, you know, like maternity leggings, but for ones after the baby, and some breastfeeding tops, and something like a really old big t-shirt or a big 90 that I'm not necessarily going to keep to give birth in, because I remember I had some big like baseball t-shirts when I had Ava, and they did get pretty messy, so I need to think about sorting that out. And then next week I'll need to remember to book my 36-week scan. Next week I'm going for my 32-week scan. Yeah, so it's kind of scary. Like, D-Day is sort of 8 weeks-ish away, which is super exciting and a teeny bit scary at the same time. Just wanting to get things in order, but not being so preoccupied that I miss out on this time, just trying to connect and be and enjoy these days as a family. I don't know if other people feel like that. It's such a mix of emotions of feeling tired and excited and scared and all those sorts of things. I know I really get a lot from connecting with other women who are pregnant as well. Like when I was at the spa, there was another woman in the changing room and she was pregnant. We had such a nice chat, and it is one of those things where it's so relatable, and there's so much I've forgotten about being pregnant the first time, which I think is one of the reasons I wanted to keep this diary, that you just can't keep it all in your head. I don't even know if you keep that much from trimester to trimester. It's very much dealing with every day at a time. But yeah, I've probably waffled on long enough now, so that's been my 31 week. I did get a message on my last video from Katie, which I have replied to, which was a bit about feeling like bloated and uncomfortable and having gas when you're pregnant, and which I do experience from time to time. But I said to her, you know, mainly try and do some pregnancy yoga, drink some water, eat small regular meals, not have too much carb heavy days like I definitely need carb, but you know, like some days when, particularly actually over Christmas time and things like that, where you have days where you think, oh, I don't feel very good today, I feel really, really full. Just trying to make sure I don't feel that bloat, so having smaller portions, avoiding things that I know definitely make me feel bleh. Do message me, anybody who's got any questions or comments. It's really lovely to hear from people, and thank you, Katie, for getting in touch. So enjoy your week, and it's very late, I need to go and have a rest.